The flares look really cool in this game. Hello guys, and welcome to a new Regiments video today by me, Vulcan. In this one we're going to be moving on with Phase 18 of my Steel Surge Warpath. We are on Stage 11, and we need to choose between doing a recon in force against the Czechoslovakians, or we can do a defense against the East Germans, and I'm kind of feeling the defense today, so we're going to do that in urban terrain. I think that would suit us pretty well. I think at this point it's more about like surviving to the end of the campaign, because each of these battles is just going to get harder and harder and harder, and I can't really get any more units at this point. So the best way for me to really do that is to use engineer support. So in this case I'm able to use some of my operational authority to push our engineer support up. Okay, so let's just have a look what we want to do with this 245 operational authority. I think in general, most of our units are relatively healthy. I do want to get the Alouettes back online. That's pretty important. Really good recon unit. And then possibly the Lynx as well would be useful to get some back. And then other than that, it's going to be 2 into engineer support, or maybe just 1. I do want to throw in plenty of supply. Bring it back over 1,000. Maybe we can do some signals intelligence. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright, in terms of operation log, nothing crazy to worry about here. We are up to 1,170 victory points. I'm not sure how many we're going to need to actually win, but we've been doing well so far. We've been getting the majority of the objectives. Alright, let's just see if there's anywhere I can spend these last few points. Maybe just top off the challenges there, that's fine. Alright, wonderful. And we'll also restore those rifles, because those rifles do have the Carl Gustav and M72 laws. Alrighty, let's go to events. So recon focus, or we can do movement speed reduced by 15% for all units. Probably a better one for this one, because we are on the defense. Let's go to battle. The Steel Surge, Phase 18, Stage 11 at 3 PM. Apologies for my voice today, I am still pretty ill. So we'll see how we get on. Didn't really affect the way I play the game, but I'm quiet for a little while, that is why. Okay, let's see where we're being attacked from. Okay, it's not too crazy. This is actually a pretty good map for us. I like it a lot. Also, the fog patches aren't too bad. They're not obscuring their approach too much. So the nice part here is I can probably defend both Golf and Echo somewhat from the middle, firing to both sides. This hedgerow might be a bit of a problem, but we'll see. I think honestly, like if I put a challenger here, for example, it might be able to just assist over on the Echo side if the attack comes down there instead. It's Hotel and the concentration heading this way that I'm a bit more worried about, but considering we have so much engineer support, it should be fine. We'll put a recon back here. We'll just spread out some recons with this engineer support before I forget about it. It's pretty important that we make good use out of these. And the nice thing about the recon actually for the British is it's like a small scout squad that has a law 80, which is pretty awesome, and a scimitar. Really good combination of units in those recon squads. Okay, so we've got plenty of recon. That brings us down to 30 engineer support. I could go for strong points, although I'm not sure that that would be any better than just bringing in a couple strikers and some obstacles. I think we'll do striker and striker. Something like that. And then just some obstacles like straight in front. Something like that. Okay, cool. Let's go more challenges. I'll pop the challengers, something like that. Also bring the chieftains. I don't want to put them too close together because of artillery, but if it's two tank units, it might not be so bad. So we'll do that there, and we'll have a supply kind of sat behind them to repair them if they come under fire. I should probably do the same here with the Challenger, actually move the Challenger up. And then we have, like, both of the mortars could actually sit on the left here pretty easily. Let's do, yeah, we'll do one there. I might actually put one over here though. We'll put one maybe here. A bit safer further back. We'll want some chieftains over here. I'm really hoping they don't focus this first because I haven't defended it as well. I could also just like push some units up into here. Like if we do the AIFV Fusiliers, I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but if we put 3 of them up on that ridge, that could stop some of the approaching units at closer ranges, which would be great. Yeah, I'm just going to put rifles at close range. I'll put another warrior rifles maybe further back on this side. I need to think about the rapier as well. It's not so easy to place a rapier because if I place it in the middle, it's not going to work out too well. So I kind of have to prioritize one side. I think we prioritize maybe the right here. So hopefully that'll do. We do have a scimitar unit. I'll put that potentially with the chieftains here. And we'll do a supply behind those. Make sure they're facing the right direction. Okay. Is that going to be good enough? Maybe, maybe not. I can also put these like warriors maybe in here as well. Let's put a couple here. And we'll have these push up onto this side. Alright, let's try that. Right, here comes the attack. 8 to 10 platoons and 4 to 6 platoons. So a pretty big attack on its way. But I'm hoping to get all of these guys into position. Let's just get them loaded up. They're much faster. They were all unloaded because they were in their defensive positions, but we'll see if the Belgian forward position here can do a lot of damage. We'll unload them again. I really like how they unload in this game. How they'll flood out the back of the APCs like that. Pretty cool. Alright, so we're going to be looking for some strong airstrikes. Let's get these ones out of their units as well. Okay, so we've got the British on one side, the Belgians on the other. Let's see if we can potentially ambush some units here. Well, hopefully those get dug in nice and quick. I feel like this one should be a bit further back though. We'll do it something like that, just so that this Fusilier is not getting shot at when it can't fire back. Alright, initial forces appear to be coming in over here, so let's just get the clusters going. No need to hold back really, we'll just area recon behind that. Oh, there is an AA unit right there. Alright, not too bad. BTR company on this side getting ripped up. That's good. Looks like we're supported by American forces this time around. National Guard. The Americans on defense are going to be a lot better because they have like the TOW2s. Estrella shouldn't last too long. Bunkers, take them out as well. Beautiful. So keeping them at arm's length at the moment pretty well, which is good. I mean, it is East Germans up against British and Americans, so we're doing all right. Ooh, some units coming in from the side there. Interesting. Okay, I didn't expect that. Thankfully, the M2A2s have got us covered. Very interesting. Took a shot right in the rear there. Lucky that didn't die. Yeah, this challenge unit taking quite a lot of damage. What I'm going to do is move my supply over here instead. Then we can keep those scimitar rifles online. Keep the challenges online. Just throw some napalm at these. They're going to be a problem with all those BMPs. That's a BMP company, so they've got a lot more. Watch those mirages go in. Oh, it did drop its napalm. It's not really on the right place. I'm really hoping these challengers stay alive even with the artillery coming in. Still 3 out of 3 vehicles. Hoping that the Harrier can get through. Ah, we took a casualty there. That's rough. Yeah, 2 of them went down. Got greedy. Should have just let them leave earlier. Oh, we're being flanked again. Makes me feel like I should move the Challenger up here. Or the Chieftain, sorry, from Hotel. Now we're getting flanked pretty hard. Not ideal. The Chieftain actually got fully destroyed there. Oh, now we're having to deal with helicopters. Not sure quite how we can deal with those. What's the range on the track Rapier here? 3,600 versus helicopters. Might be able to get that in range. Trouble is those trees right now. Right, we'll leave the supply here anyway. As soon as the challengers can come back in, they can take up their position. Looks like I might need to renew this supply. Yeah, it's just an Mi-8T. But at least we'll hopefully shoot those down. Nice, good hit. And again. Wonderful. Both the Mi-8's taken out. Mi-24Ds now. Those need to go down as well. Well, the flares look really cool in this game. Nice. God, that was a strong push, wasn't it? Alright, we got AIFE Fusiliers fighting on this front here. Bring up some more troops. Well, they're holding well. Really well. We'll let them leave, but the other Fusiliers take the position. Right, these challengers, they've held well. Gonna have fresh challengers arriving on the left at some point. They're gonna take their sweet time to get there, that's for sure. Let's get the chieftains up here. The challengers constantly being hit by that artillery. There's just not much I can do about it. I don't even think like a cluster strike would do the job. I mean, maybe if I do this and then I do this. Let's see if that helps. There's AA at their spawn, of course. This one might still get through. Okay, it did okay damage, but not really enough to stop them from firing at us. I think we just let the challenger leave there, because otherwise we're going to have the same problem again, where we just let them die for free. A couple of them already died there. And they didn't have time to dig in yet. Probably just as well, because we need to turn and face them. This position turned out to be an okay idea. I was a bit worried they were just going to keep going around us, but actually worked out okay. Those Fusiliers have run out of AT. Okay, the forward position there, not too bad. Not too bad. It did some work. One of the AIFEs there just got killed, which means we do lose the veterancy, but the other two, yeah, fantastic. Worked out a lot better than I expected. We got the chieftain firing from the side there, which is nice. Whilst these chieftains come across here to get to Echo, we can just use them to engage as well. Let's just cluster these, because that's going to be a lot of AT. Those AT guns, or like the HGMs, sorry, are going to be in quite large numbers. Because that's an entire company of BMPs. Oh, we hit them perfectly. Nice, really good cluster. Yeah, so I'm going to amass all of the AIFEs at Hotel again, and then we'll move them back up onto the ridge where they were before. Because that worked out pretty nice the first time. Challengers have finally arrived back at their location. They actually have supply this time. Let's have the FB432s leave. We can replace them maybe with the Lynx. I think the Lynx could be pretty handy here.
Loud and clear. Affirmative. Over. Engaging enemy.
Let's just let that leave. Too late. I left that way too far forwards. So we're dropping napalm onto these tanks. Could cook them a bit. Enough maybe for the warriors to finish them off.
Listening. Solid copy on all.
Good. Okay, let's get those mortars back in. Still being hit by that pesky artillery.
Loud and clear.
Let's have those mortars leave. They haven't really been too useful. I think getting maybe the lynxes to go hunt down some of this artillery would be a good idea.
Ready for action.
Could maybe bring in some more airstrikes on them as well. We're fixing up the striker there, that's fine. I might also want to fix up the M2A2 infantry. Because everything we save in this fight will be present in the next. We're going to have to defend twice. Let's get the helicopters out. We'll go for a little hunt around the side. Just got to be careful of the AA that shot on my helicopter, or my aircraft, sorry.
Receiving fire. Over. Orders. Solid copy. Reporting KIA. Retreating now.
Ooh, the bomb's coming in.
We're getting toward the target
Oof.
here. What's next?
Time to get out of there. Alright, how are we looking? We can fix up the M2A2. Yeah, we'll have to get the chieftain in ASAP. Nice. Oh, we don't have the rapier in, do we? So we're just going to keep getting hit here. Oh, that cluster right through our lines. That is rough.
Solid copy.
Okay, I really do need to get these back up on the ridge here because that was helping out quite a bit. Let's just drop some cluster on those.
The area is about to get
Let the chieftains leave. Get the Mirage in as well. Oh, we got some friends coming in. That's a MiG-29. Yeah, we'll just leave.
We're getting a lot of fire here. No target.
My aircraft coming in as well. Oh, looks like we should be able to hold on. Let me just move over the Challenger here. That's a lot of units though. Wow. We'll push these forwards on the other side.
Target seen. Ready.
Okay, big. Really big. Very nice. Alright, we held the line. Good. I don't know if it's worth me just bringing these in anymore, because they're going to take longer than a minute to get to the front line anyway. Oops, that was the wrong button. Alrighty, let's just speed things up, and that should be job done for this defense. At least this part of it.
1 minute remaining.
Loud and clear.
Yeah, we need these to get back in cover. Alright, good. Good stuff indeed. Right, so we held all of the objectives, which is perfect, basically. Go to the next phase. We've got 285 operational authority. That's a lot. Wow, okay. Well, rapiers. Get them back up to full strength, because we got them down to just one. We'll go for the restore on the challengers. Engineer support. Buy some more, but the stuff we used before will already be there. Shouldn't buy too much. The signals intelligence was okay, because I kind of knew when to expect the attack, so that was kind of handy. I think otherwise, we'll just go lynxes, chieftains. Yeah, that'll do. Alright, let's just proceed with the current mission. Go to events, we get recon focus. Recon focus isn't going to be too helpful here, but maybe it will help us identify where the attacks are coming from. I was really surprised about that flanking route that they kept using. Okay, so yeah, this time around, I mean, all of the Fusiliers are in a really good position. Those are absolutely fine. Cool. I mean, just the rapier here needs to get back over. I don't know where to put it. I think I'll just put it back here this time. For those pesky helicopters, we'll keep the mortars back there. Challengers can sit on this side. And I guess what we'll do is just have like a chieftain sit there. This warrior might as well just join these guys up on the hill. We'll just put both the warriors or both the chieftains here. We've got the one chieftain there, or challenger there with the supply. You can see all the engineer support that we put down before that survived, so that's good. I guess what we can do is we can put like an anti-tank emplacement further back. Actually have the chieftain further forwards. Let's do that. Although I don't like having them that exposed. Maybe put them here. With some like recon support in front. I might put another anti-tank emplacement somewhere over here. With the recon out in the open, I guess it would be fine. If they're not actively engaging something, they should be absolutely fine. Also, anti-air emplacement is probably a good idea to have one over on the left here. Help. Hey, did all of the American troops disappear? It looks like they might have just been redistributed. This one. That M2A2 I think was alive. Anyway. Air is important here. I just don't know how far forwards I need it to be. Okay, cool. Anything else we want to do with our troops? I think going like Alouette links again. Probably a good idea. Alright, let's just confirm. We do have one more engineer support here. Off we go. Okay, let's just recon that. We'll recon over here as well. Okay, it looks like majority of them on the left, or sorry, on the right there. Okay. And these are all dug in at the moment, so I might just leave them where they are. These ones are dug in the wrong way around.
Roger, out.
I think artillery is one of the things that does the most damage to us. So maybe I should just be trying to like hit their artillery with like double airstrike. It's not like we don't have the tactical support to use. We're going to start dropping it over here anyway.
Watch and shoot. Listening. Roger. No hostiles at coordinates. Engaging enemy. Send back up. We're getting torn apart here.
Okay, interesting. Looks like the napalm's going to hit the AA.
What's next? Affirmative. Over.
Just got to be careful not to let the OSA shoot down the links, and then we're good. Oh, that's a lot of units on the left there. Wow.
Ordnance on the way. Orders.
Okay.
Vehicle lost. How copy?
Pull it back a little bit.
Wilco.
Poke forwards enough that we can see something to shoot at.
Strike zone empty. Copy. Loud and clear.
Okay, engineers push through our defences there. Challenger's going to work though, which is good. Little bit precarious, this position. There's a lot of stuff there. At close range, you have to be careful of the pioneers. They're going to hurt. Let's go for the cluster again.
Tactical support on the way.
There is the OSA in position, but with the warrior support here, I think we're good.
Reporting hostile
Move
fire.
forwards. OSA caught on the reload. Go on, Harriet.
Hostile at coordinates.
Perfect. They're all stuck there.
Ready.
Perfect.
Affirmative. Over.
Okay, now these guys need to fall back. God, the attack is just ruthless here. There's so many shots coming through.
No
My
survivors.
Challenger at least can help support from this side. My other Challenger I had to retreat with.
Heads up. Enemy contact.
Throw some napalm in here.
Knowledge.
I think if we break down these like initial attacks,
Roger.
we'll be fine. So that infantry is melting.
Listening.
Oh, Rapier's got work to do.
Got it. Pushing out. Ready.
Alright, we're certainly running low on troops here. Trying to repair the challenge as best I can so they can keep shooting across. Have a really good angle here to get side shots. So, kind of trying to rely on those right now. Also, since the AA is dead, we should get a chance to do another cluster. Alright, new chieftains, please. Ooh, the air support came in from the MiG-29 at the same time. Plus the AA from the infantry. We lost a Harrier there. It's going to take a while for that to come back because an aircraft got shot down. Whenever an aircraft gets shot down in this game, it does make the time it takes to get it back much longer. Do I have time to change my challenges? I'm not sure I do. I think we leave them here in the hedgerow. Let that mortar leave. It has been chipping away at those units, especially when they were stuck on the barbed wire. Barbed wire there, actually doing a really good job of holding things into position. Same job on this side. Let's ambush these tanks with the rifles. Because at range, those AIFVs aren't doing anything. That was a bit of my mistake there, because they weren't even unloaded. Bit of an oopsie. Should have gave them the attack move order there, so they weren't unloaded. Well, they just took the entire brunt of that attack. That was brutal. Worked though. Like, yeah, some of the Belgians are getting taken out, but they're holding well and they're trading really well. Hopefully that napalm. Oh, that's going to be a huge napalm. Oh, melting the troops on the side there. With the artillery coming over the top as well. Grad's firing away. Alright, time to leave. Okay, so we'll do what we did before. Some of those AIFV Fusiliers are actually losing quite a lot of veterancy over the last couple of battles. Okay. Oh, is that the BTR unit? Yeah, the BTR 152s. They'll get ripped open by the warriors. We'll let them retreat, because on their own they're just going to get overrun. And we'll bring in all of the Belgians again together. With the Brits to the other side again.
Listening. Roger out.
Okay. Get the links into position to start popping some of these APCs. The Lynx is going to be getting low on ammo. Oh, I didn't realise the Strela was shooting at it. That's my bad. Too busy enjoying the aesthetics of this game.
Preparing coordinates for this strike.
I'm surprised they can even get shot at from that far away. I wanted them to be in a position where they only engaged when stuff hit the barbed wire there.
Retreating now. Strike zone. Copy.
Nice, good napalm.
Listening.
Because my challenge is currently focusing the T-55s back there. Those BTRs would eventually have got close enough.
Sector. Loud and clear. Tactical support on the way.
A good boss ticker there.
Got it. Pushing out. Orders.
Okay, that should clean those up.
Good hit.
We'll rally those.
We're getting torn apart.
Make sure that that challenge is
Receiving fire.
okay.
Over.
So,
Solid copy.
looks like we're going to need to fall back a bit. Stop that artillery from hitting us. Yeah, a lighter attack on the way, which is nice.
What's next?
Let's try and kill the Strela here.
Ordnance on the way.
Good hit. Now the cluster should be able to come in for a free kill. Those challengers gotta go.
Smoke. Reverse. Diesem Blutmann. Bewegen Sie. Hold near. Versuche Gassenwerk. Unmittelbar. No target in the area. Over.
Right, T-55's taken care of. Certainly getting light at golf. We do have the two warrior units on the way over there. Thankfully some of these units have now come across to Echo instead, so that's worked out alright. The National Guard might hold against the BMP once, but their dragons aren't firing, so maybe not.
Orders.
Alright, we'll let those leave. I shouldn't lose another unit of Fusiliers. It's creating a nice distraction.
Ready for action. Strike zone empty. Copy. We need support right now.
Alright, that napalm saved us.
Affirmative. Over.
5 minutes remaining.
Right, we're holding for now. Bring up some more supply.
What's next? Engaging enemy. Send backup.
Get this area recon down. We'll see how much AA there actually is there.
We'll go. Fire mission acknowledged.
Ah, that AA managed to stop these. Second one might get through. Cluster went down. Not as much damage as I would have liked.
Loud and clear. Solid copy on all. Can't hold a moment longer.
Ah, these are just
Get out of here.
losing out here, aren't they? This is rough. Really rough. I think maybe without the mortar support,
Say again. Unit.
the enemy units aren't being pinned enough.
Orders.
It's causing problems.
Be advised. Target spotted.
Right, the warriors firing across the open here, doing a good job at least, cleaning up some of these BMPs. Try and kill that strutter if I can.
Wilco out. Orders. Taking heavy direct
It's not going well with that T-72 back there smacking us.
Roger out. We need support right now.
Ooh, my poor infantry. That is a lot of troops.
Ready.
Zone lost.
Got it. Pushing
We'll bring the links maybe.
ammo.
Yeah. God, we lost a lot of infantry in this fighting. Hoping the chieftains can just clean out the T-72s at least and we capture back Echo before the end. That would be brilliant if we could do that.
Listening.
I mean, Echo isn't important for the victory points, but we're going to certainly need as much operational authority as we can get to replenish these infantry.
One minute remaining.
Ordnance on the
Get
way.
some cluster to come in there.
Orders. Got it. Pushing out.
The flanking attack there from the Fusiliers actually working out pretty well.
We're getting a lot of fire here. On station.
Hopefully the striker stays alive. That would be 10 points refunded if it does.
Zone captured.
Alright, captured that back. 10 seconds to spare. Perfect. That certainly got a lot more intense in the second offense there. 93 dead, 290 wounded. It's actually not as many as I thought, especially considering how much damage the AIFEs took, but we got really, really good use out of our infantry in that one. And that is stage 11 concluded, so moving on to stage 12. Alrighty, so it's going to be either an escort against the Polish, which could be really fun actually, or an attack against the Soviets. I think the escort will be really fun. I like the escort missions. They're very interesting. Alright, well, that is it for now. We did get refunded some of our strong points. We got 26 back. It's not a lot considering how much we put into that battle. But we do have 304 operational authority. We can get these infantry back online. They're not too expensive to restore. Like, we get 4 units for 12 points. So yeah, I guess better losing those than it is losing the challenges, although we did lose some challenges there as well. Constantly creeping up on the victory, but unfortunately that's all I have time for. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Next time around we'll be moving on to phase 20 of the Steel Surge Warpath. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.